A country where women can be taller than you and still take the initiative to invite you for a midnight stroll along the canals. A place where people live below sea level, yet have the most enviable lifestyle in Europe. A country with more bicycles than people, coffee stronger than a Parisian romance, and where you can watch the sunset from a library boat. Welcome to the Netherlands, a land of freedom, art, and the extraordinary. All of this will be featured in our travel documentary. Let's start your journey to explore life in the Netherlands right now. As soon as you set foot in the Netherlands, you'll immediately notice something strange. Everything is below sea level, yet the people here live as if they're on top of the world. Located in northwestern Europe, the Netherlands is a small but proud country, covering about 16,000 square miles, roughly the size of Maryland. Yet it stands as a powerhouse in high-tech agriculture and smart urban planning. Interestingly, nearly 60% of the Netherlands is below sea level, but thanks to the world's most advanced dike systems and flood prevention structures, this country has become a global model for art on the water. With a projected population of over 18.3 million by 2025, the Netherlands has one of the highest population densities in the world. Its official name, Netherlands, means low land, and curiously, this name doesn't refer to the people, but to the altitude. Their flag, featuring 3 horizontal stripes of red, white, and blue, is simple, yet one of the oldest flags still in use today. The primary language is Dutch, but you'll be surprised to find that nearly everyone speaks English fluently, especially in major cities, making the Netherlands one of the most foreigner-friendly destinations. Additionally, in the northern province of Friesland, people also use Frisian, an ancient language similar to Old English, which few outside the Netherlands are aware of. Ethnically, the Dutch are the majority, but the country is also known for being one of the most multicultural places in Europe, with over 200 different nationalities living together in the capital Amsterdam. However, there's something else that makes the Netherlands stand out from the rest of the world: legally recognized and popular clothing-optional resorts that you can find just a short train ride from Amsterdam. One of the most famous spots is Gijasperplas, a lush artificial lake located southeast of the capital. From May 1 to October 1st, each year, the northern shore of the lake transforms into a rare free space in Europe, where visitors can relax peacefully in fresh air right in the heart of the city. If you prefer a true beach atmosphere, Bloemendaal aan Zee and Zandvoort, just 20-25 miles from Amsterdam, are excellent spots. The clothing-optional area in Bloemendaal stretches nearly 2/3 of a mile, secluded and clean, popular with both locals and international visitors in the summer. In Zandvoort, you'll find this area nestled between markers 68 to 71, offering enough privacy while still being close to eateries and train stations for easy access. Notably, Kalantzoog Beach, about 60 miles north of the capital, is the first official clothing-optional beach in the Netherlands, established in 1973. And it has maintained a peaceful, friendly, and respectful atmosphere among those who share a philosophy of freedom. If you're near The Hague, Scheveningen Beach will surprise you. Just a short 0.6 miles north of the main beach, you'll find a fully equipped clothing-optional area with restaurants, snack bars, and a tram line running straight from the city center. One thing to remember about the Netherlands: it's one of the rare places where you can choose freedom for your body and still be welcomed as a natural part of the culture. Comment 4 if one of the beaches in the Netherlands has made it onto your bucket list. But if there's anything that truly sets the Netherlands apart on the world map beyond spatial freedom, it's the image of the women here. If you've strolled through the cobblestone streets of Utrecht or along the canals of Amsterdam, you might have been momentarily blocked by a tall girl leisurely cycling by. With an average height of over 5 feet 7 inches, Dutch women are known as the tallest in the world. No high heels required, no need for show. They often wear jeans and cotton shirts biking to work while exuding a European elegance that's both comfortable and timeless. One thing that surprises American visitors in the Netherlands, women don't wait for men to pour their drinks or open doors. They take the initiative themselves. They aren't shy about texting first inviting you for coffee, and if there's a date, splitting the bill is just a given. No one is bothered and no one judges, because for them, equality is a matter. Of course, no debate necessary. In the Netherlands, you don't need to be muscular, drive a sports car, or use clever words to impress. What women here are looking for is independence of thought, honesty, and a sense of safety when they're with someone. Notably at cultural events, you might still see women in traditional dresses and wooden clogs, a heritage symbol. But behind that is a generation of modern, liberated women. In a country where people live below sea level, yet hold their heads high, women are the strongest essence of the Netherlands. Comment 8 if you want to know about the popular dating apps in the Netherlands that women actually use every day. It's hard to fully grasp the strong character of Dutch women until you see them cycling through rain and wind without a hint of hurry. In this country, biking isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. With over 23 million bicycles for 18 million people, it's the only country in the world where the number of bicycles exceeds the population. They bike not just for savings, but because it's part of a healthy, environmentally friendly, and extremely efficient lifestyle. In Utrecht, you'll find something almost unimaginable in the US, the largest underground bicycle parking facility in the world, located right beneath the central station, accommodating over 12,500 bikes, managed by an electronic system as sophisticated as a modern airport. However, biking is only half the story. In Amsterdam or Utrecht, the canals serve as secondary roads where people travel by kayak motorboat or even floating library boats. Interestingly, in the village of Thorn, you won't find a single paved road. Instead, all transportation here glides on water. Residents commute by wooden boats and students row to school, amidst thatched roof houses lining the picturesque green canals, a dreamy scene that feels like stepping into a real-life Walt Disney movie set. Especially in Dutch transportation, for those who appreciate Swiss-like punctuality, the national train system can be a dream come true. Trains run on time to the second, are clean, quiet, and extremely user-friendly. Even for international travelers, you can travel from Amsterdam to The Hague in just about 45 minutes, sitting back and enjoying views of windmills, tulip fields, and Dutch cows, as if you're traveling through a vibrant painting. The Netherlands may not have the endless highways like the US, but they possess a smart, clean, and human-centered transportation system. Perhaps what makes the Netherlands a dream destination isn't just the scenery, but the way they commute daily, as if savoring life itself. Then you arrive in Amsterdam, where the extraordinary happens quite naturally. A small capital with the biggest heartbeat in Europe, this isn't just a place where you can walk past houses only 3 feet wide, so cramped that you need to lean to get in, a result of an old tax law based on width. You might also encounter strange public restrooms for men without doors, openly situated in squares and docks, unnoticed and unbothered by anyone. Daytime life in Amsterdam is like a colorful fairy tale. Bicycles weave through the old cobblestone streets, people in suits bike to work, tourists sip coffee on the sidewalks overlooking Bloemenmarkt, the only floating flower market in the world where hundreds of colorful tulip pots gently float along the canal. Here flowers aren't just for admiring. At one point in the 17th century, a rare tulip bulb was worth as much as a house in the city center. But Amsterdam doesn't just come alive during the day. As the sun sets behind the slanted rooftops along the canals, the city dons a vibrant, carefree, and sleepless new outfit. Bars like Café de Doctor, the size of an American living room, or Bar Botanique with its tropical design, are always packed with locals and visitors from all over the world. If you enjoy live music, Melkweg or Paradiso offers performances ranging from classic rock to underground electronic music, sometimes for just a few euros. And then there's something that Americans might not be used to, but is very Amsterdam Dutch women, full of character, stroll through the streets at night, chatting with friends, or even approaching you to strike up a conversation and invite you for a beer, or simply ask if you'd like to take a nighttime walk along the canal. That's the initiative, straightforwardness, and confidence. Amsterdam is a place where you can step out of a Michelin restaurant, walk 3 minutes to an old nightclub by the canal, and end the night sipping fresh mint tea at a cafe open 24/7. Comment 5 if you plan to experience Amsterdam's nightlife. Amsterdam isn't just for locals. With over 200 different nationalities living together, the Dutch capital is considered one of the most ethnically diverse cities in Europe. Just stepping out of a cafe on the corner, you can hear English, French, Spanish, and even Arabic all in one morning. Interestingly, no matter where you come from, you'll be treated as part of this city, as long as you behave politely, respect others, and know how to ride a bike. Foreigners don't just live in the capital. Rotterdam, the youngest and most modern city in the Netherlands, is becoming a second capital for the expat community, especially for Americans, Australians, and Germans. The Kop van Zuid area is dubbed the mini Manhattan of the Netherlands, featuring glass towers, international cuisine restaurants, American-style bars, and large cinemas. If you prefer a quieter atmosphere, head to The Hague, Den Haag, home to the international court embassies and UN organizations. The Statenkwartier or Archipelbuurt neighborhoods are popular among Americans and European families for their green living spaces close to Scheveningen Beach, where you can stroll, enjoy seafood, or simply sunbathe in the crisp autumn air. What surprises many is that the cost of living in the Netherlands isn't high if you know how to live like a local. On average, a foreigner living in Amsterdam or Rotterdam only needs about $1,300 to $1,600 per month to live comfortably. Specifically, renting a one-bedroom apartment in the suburbs near a train station costs around $700 to $900 per month. Utilities, electricity, water, gas, internet run about $150 to $200 per month. Eating at home and dining out a few times a week can cost from $300 to $400 per month if you shop at supermarkets like Albert Heijn, Lidl, or local farmers markets. For public transportation, you can use an OV chip card for unlimited travel within the city, costing about $80 per month, along with other expenses like gym memberships, dental care, and minimal health insurance around $100 to $150 per month. An interesting tip for living cheaply like the Dutch bike instead of taking the train: buy vegetables at weekend markets, where prices can be 30% lower than supermarkets, and use the Too Good To Go app to buy quality restaurant food at half price. And here's a fun fact: foreigners in the Netherlands don't live to chase life, they live to enjoy it. On weekends, you can easily catch a 30-minute train to the beach stop by a cafe by the waves, order a cold Dutch beer, and watch the fiery sunset over Scheveningen's sandy shores. No need for a car.